Hey, what's going on with my beautiful people today? Yes, you shining bright, not letting anybody dim that beautiful light. All right, so my ride and dies, you know what time it is. I love you so much. My new subscribers, welcome to the family. I am so honored. All right, so for those of you that's here for the first time, my name is Trinity and welcome to my channel. You can hit the description box or you can go ahead and look at my playlist to find out what I'm talking about, what I'm all about. All right, I invite you to. If you like what you hear, what you see, please like the video. It helps a sister out. Share the video. It helps a sister out. Write the comment that helps a sister out. All right, so with all of that said, let's get it. All right, so we are honoring the sign of Libra. Bam! There it is, Libra. All right, so we have, it says, you are safe, you are protected, the worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned. It is safe for you to trust your path. Okay, and then you have coach. Okay, coach. And then you have introvert. Okay, so first, I have to go back because when I first look at this card, I have to address that I'm talking to Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It could be cross watcher. It could be somebody that's in or demonstrating Libra energy. However, whoever you are, you're going through it. You're going through it, or you have went through a major hardship, suffering, some type of pain. This could be the loss. You're losing a lot. Your life is off balance. You're off balance. You may have lost a relationship, family members. You could have lost a loved one. Something huge, something major has happened, which have made you feel, and fit you where it get in, feel unsafe, unprotected, made you doubt yourself, doubt your life, doubt that the life that you live is worth living, that you've made bad choices, you've trusted the wrong people, you did the wrong things. But whatever this is, and whatever you've been through or going through, it's major. It's like it's like an awakening. It's like whoever this is, you just went through a major awakening in your life. And for those of you that don't understand what awakening is for the first time in your life, you are seeing the truth, acknowledging the truth. Whether it could be acknowledging the truth. I was trying to say something, but no. Acknowledging something that you would have never acknowledged as being the truth. Something that a lot of people that go through awakening, they can't talk to the people around them because They are now seeing things that they know that people in their family, their friends, whoever around them would never believe them. They would believe that they're crazy because it goes totally against who they are as a person, who they know they are as a person. When you go through a spiritual awakening, you're not the same person again. You're no longer that person. And so this energy makes me feel like this is a spiritual awakening. Somebody is going through a spiritual awakening. Someone went through one, and God is wanting you to know that everything is going to be okay. You ain't the first one, and you ain't going to be the last one. You just have to balance yourself. Allow whatever is going to happen. Allow these things to happen. Allow these things to flow through you. You are safe. You are protected, and it's okay. It's okay that you don't have nobody to talk to. It's okay. You know how many people have went through a spiritual awakening, didn't have nobody? And then when they did have somebody, the people didn't understand what was happening to them, and they really didn't have nobody after that. So it's okay that you don't have anybody, because that's normal. You're now able to see things that's contradictory to who you are as a person. So you tripping your own self out. But don't worry. It'll all balance itself out in time. You have to allow time to happen. You have to allow things. It's a process. And you have to allow it to happen so you can balance yourself out. Because once you balance yourself out, then you'll be able to understand better what's happening to you. But ultimately, you're safe. Ultimately, you're protected. The worst is behind you. And God is ready to move you forward and help you balance yourself out so you can see exactly what is happening to you, what is actually true and what is an illusion. Because when you are going through a spiritual awakening, you don't know what's true, what's not. You don't know what, because you're off balance. So you have to balance your emotions. You have to balance your heart. You balance your chakras. Everything needs to be on balance, because right now it's just all over the place. You're all over the place. Your emotions are all over the place. Your feelings are all over the place. Your anxiety, you have fear, you have all of these emotions. But at the end of the day, all of these things have to come online and balance out for you to be able to truly understand, overstand what's happening, what all of this means. What is this? How are you seeing with your physical eye, your spiritual eyes? What's true? What's not true? What's an illusion? And oftentimes, the life that you were living is an illusion, and the life that you are seeing, the things that you are seeing, is reality. And it messes you up until you balance everything out. But this message is for you to know that what you're going through is normal. You are safe. You are protected. Just allow the time. Allow time and allow the feelings and emotions to move through you, not take over and consume you. Allow it to move through you so you can balance things out. And then once you're balanced, you'll be able to see, physically see, spiritually see, And you will be grounded in your crown to be able to hear and be guided by the Most High to help you see your way through this process. It says move through the challenges. Lessons have been learned. You've learned the lessons. So if you've learned the lessons, then this is what you're going through. You're going through an awakening because it's time for you to move to the next level. And like I know, all of us, no matter where we are, we go through many awakenings because every time we learn the lesson, it's time to move to the next, move up to the next, and move up to the next. But as you move up to the next, that's a spiritual awakening because you're moving up. So now you got to open up to see what you did not see before. And anytime you open up to see what you did not see previously, and it's opening up and you're able to spiritually see what you wasn't able to see before, that's an awakening. And so I don't know if this is a person that is never had an awakening, this is their first awakening, or if this is your fifth, sixth awakening, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, all of them make you feel some type of way because you're no longer yourself. You're moving up. And the things that you believed about yourself and you believed, it's no longer. Once you rise up more, it's opened up for more. And you're no longer that person anymore. You have evolved to something higher. And when you evolve to something higher, you have to evolve to know. Now you opening up more doors, and you open it up to see your way, see yourself in ways that you have never seen yourself before. As you go higher and higher, you are granted access to knowledge and information that you wouldn't ordinarily have. And so it messes with everything. You evolving into another door, another opening, another portal, another timeline, which messes up everything, and you have to come in, you have to be balanced off again. You have to balance. This is about balance. And you have to balance yourself, your chakras, and then you have to turn around and align yourself with the Most High. And whatever the Most High is going to download to you and open up to you and get you to see this new thing, this new you, this new information about you, who you are. You thought you was just this, but when you move up to the next level, God shows you that you are this, this, and this. And then when God shows you that you're this, this, and this, God expects for you to move out. I've showed you, I've shown you, I've told you who you are now. I need you to execute. I need you to stand up. I need you to speak out. I need you to have power, control, and get yourself in alignment to who you are now. You're no longer that. You this, this, and that. And I expect for you to operate on that level, which takes balance and alignment and acknowledgement again, because you think you are this. But when you evolve again, God is saying you're this, this, and this. It's all a spiritual awakening. And we all go through many. Some don't make it to this level. Some make it to this level, and that's good enough. Whatever level you make it on, it's good enough. But as you evolve, it's still a spiritual awakening, and it still do things to your feelings, your emotions. You have to align, you have to address, you have to get yourself together. Because each level, we already know, each level is a new devil. So even though it's a new devil, it's a new you. It's a new aspect of you. Because God is not going to place you in a new environment and don't give you the power, the resources to be able to fight, to be able to stand, and to be able to do what is required of you. Because you already have a new aspect that's coming towards you to try to stop and block and try to harm you. But at that point in time, you still have the knowledge, the wisdom to be able to carry yourself through this process, through this time of alignment, and learning who you are and learning the new gifts, talents, and abilities. If it's that, learning new knowledge, or strengthening, or giving you more power in whatever process, whatever you already have, or God is giving you new things or showing you new things about you. But everybody goes through in the spiritual community. If you are healing, evolving, growing, spiritual awakenings is going to be normal through this process. It may be your first, but it won't be your last. When you learn the lessons, it's time to move on. It's not time to sit in isolation and procrastination and allowing that's not what this is about. Especially where we getting ready to go into. A lot of awakenings are happening now. A lot of timeline jumping is now. A lot of things is happening rapidly right now. A lot of the collective is going through a lot of things spiritually right now to get us as a collective ready to stand up and do what we came down here to do. And that's just all to it. So these cards, coach and introvert, you hold the knowledge, you hold the power, you know what you need to, you know that this is a spiritual awakening. You just don't want to accept, or it's hard for you to accept what God has told you you are. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I was writing down what came to me is that I don't want to be chosen no more. I just want to be like everybody else. Now, I wrote that down. I wrote that down. And I'm going to do a video or TikTok, something on that. But that's what came in my head. Hold on. So, you know you're going through a spiritual awakening. But God told, what God told you during this spiritual awakening, when God introduced you on going to this next level, And God showed you who you are. He gave you more glimpse. He showed you. He aligned you. He told you what your next, showed you what your next, what you're supposed to be doing with this knowledge, with this talent, with this ability. And you don't want the responsibility. You messed up. You having a hard time because you feel like that if you go up this next level. Now I don't even know where all this is coming from, but I'm gonna go ahead on with it. You feel like if you take this and you accept this, that you will no longer be safe. You will no longer be, you would just rather just stay here. And if you can't stay here, you don't want to go, because you feel like that once you go and up higher and you evolve higher, you feel like that with this here, you feel like you're getting attacked here more. Whatever this is that God told you, you just feel like that you're not going to be able to handle it. And you just saying, I don't want to do this. No, I just rather just be like everybody else. I cannot believe that I heard that. And it's already written right here. I just want to be like everybody else. Be careful. Be careful. Because see, God knows all and see all. It's not that God is giving you a spiritual awakening and giving you an understanding of what, where you are. It is, if God is giving you a spiritual awakening to know, to evolve and to grow, this is it. This is your next evolve. If you evolving to this point, it's a reason. And you have to be careful, because God knows that if he doesn't, in most cases, if God knows that if he does not align you and get you ready for this, and he keeps you at this level, or you stay at this level, where you're going, where you headed, your environment you're in, where you live, where you are, where you be, where you going, where you finding yourself going to be, without this gift, talent, or ability, without this knowledge, without this, because spiritual ranking also, with spiritual ranking is spiritual protection. Without this protection, you may not make it. And you've came all the way this far. You made it this far. And God says, I have to take you from here, and I have to move you up higher for your own protection, for your own soul and salvation. And then when you look at it and you see it and you like, oh no, I can't do that. Don't be careful with that, because you do not want to put your eyes, your spiritual eyes and your physical eyes, in a place of judging what God is trying to take you to, and you're judging it based off the knowledge that you have at a lower realm. Be careful with that. You have free will, and nobody can tell you what to do and what not to do. You have free will. However, you need to be careful. Because if God is trying to elevate you, it's for a reason. And if God didn't think you were ready or you were capable, he wouldn't even advance you. God don't play like that. Something around you, something that's happening, something that's getting ready to happen, something that's growing, something that's doing, something in this realm that he's trying to align you with, you're going to need in the upcoming years. God has to get you ready. God has to show you. God has to teach you. God has to elevate you. So at that point in time where you're going to need that extra protection, or you're going to need that knowledge, or you're going to need those gifts, those talents, and those abilities, you will be ready. And again, I'm going to say, be careful. Be careful in saying what you cannot do, and be careful in saying that you rather be like everybody else, because I don't think you understand or overstand what that means. Being like everybody else, you are, but God has granted you, graced you with special mantles and special knowledge and wisdom. God has prepared you. God has put you through training and put you through suffering and hurting, and put you through all kinds of things to get you ready to where you are right now. And if God said it's time to elevate, it is a reason. And I'm telling you, I feel like if you don't if you don't believe God at this point in time where God is trying to take you, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. And it's not because you don't take it. It's because where you going to find, God can see where you going to be. Where you going. God can know what is going to be happening in the future. You can't. The enemy knows where you're going and where you're going to be. Everybody knows but you. You don't know because you have to go through the process. You got to get ready to go through training, go through what you have to go through, elevate your mind, learn, get ready. And so until you are able to do that, until you go through that process, God can't show you, God can't tell you what you're getting ready to go into until you agree to go to the next process. And then God can slowly start introducing and showing you what, and giving you, positioning you into learning the lessons and learning what you need to learn so you can grow and get you ready for what's to come in your timeline, in your life, in your surroundings. Because everybody's life and everybody's is different. But this is what this is about. You in isolation. You place yourself in isolation. You got your eyes on everybody else in the online community. You're online, you're watching people's lives and doing different things. Like, that's where you get this, I want to be like everybody else. Do you not know that what you see online is not true? People you think is happy is not happy. They playing a game, snapping a picture. But that ain't what they snapping on that picture. That's not how that's not how their life is. Social media, online community, that stuff not real. It's not real. You can never go and judge your life based off of what you see on social media. It's all fake. They show you what they want you to see. So you can't base your life on what you see and what you see other people doing and how they feel and everybody happy and you ain't happy. No, you can't do that. I just want to be like everybody else. I want to be happy. This is no. The energy is off. Your energy is off. If you think like that, your energy is off because you think that being like everybody else, you don't have to go through nothing. Everybody happy, everybody living their life, and then your life is full with suffering and you got to go through something. You always got to help people and you got to do all it's off because it's the opposite. When you help other people, when you help people, that's a blessing. That helps you when you help other people. And no, people don't reciprocate. And no, people don't say thank you and that they love you. Most oftentimes, people just take the knowledge and go on about their business. But that's okay, because you get yours in other ways. You have to start looking at things from a different perspective. You can't look at things the way society show you things. That people smiling and they got all their family together and they got all of the pajamas and it's Christmas and everybody happy and everything. Oh, my family to your family. No, that's not the way it is. Everybody not happy. That's a picture. They're happy at that moment. But once the picture is over, what goes on then? Once the camera's put away and the flash is off, what is the family dynamic then? Versus somebody that is helping other people, that's going through a hard time, hardship, suffering, but still have a heart to help somebody else, still trying to teach somebody else, still trying to show somebody else. Give them the knowledge, the wisdom, the clarity, in spite of what they're going through. See, that's growth. That's maturity. God can do something with that. And it may seem like that's all you do. That's all you do, but I'm trying to tell you, it is a reason why. See, and you're believing and you're looking at something that's not real, and you try to base your life off of something that's not real. Real happiness, true happiness comes when you're not operating in those types of things. You're not operating, everything you do, you're not trying to get something, trying to get attention and trying to get people to see you and trying to get a social media to get likes and views. And when you're not trying to get something, you're doing something from your heart in spite of what you're going through in the background, so you can learn and so you can grow and so you can evolve. Don't get it twisted that everybody else they don't got no problems, they don't have no issues. People have many issues. The difference is the ones that's trying to grow, evolve, and learn the lessons and heal. You're going to know what to do with your issues. You're going to know how to address your issues. You're going to know how to be able to move on and move forward because you're learning. But people you see in pictures and social media and all of that, when they put that camera down and when they're done, they in a cycle, going around in a cycle of pain, suffering, because they're suffering in silence. Don't nobody know what they going through. They hiding their problems and hiding their issues. They hiding that they're in trauma. They're hiding that they need to heal. They don't know who they can go to. They don't know where they can go. They don't know how to address their issues. Only thing they know how to do is fake the funk and get the camera, take the picture and smile and dress their flesh up. Make it look pretty and presentable. Take the picture. But when they go upstairs in their bedroom, they crying, they full of anxiety, fear. They feel like they losing everything. They feel like they don't have a friend. They don't have nobody they can talk to. Their back is against the wall. But you, on the other hand, God is trying to take you to another level. Trying to teach you something. Trying to take you from this and grow and mature you to the next level. And yes, it's not easy. And it hurts and you have to go through some things. But you're growing. You're maturing. You're getting the answers. You're getting the clarity. You're getting the knowledge. You're getting the wisdom. That these people that's taking these pictures and smiling and doing, they don't have what you got. Because they're not going through nothing. You're actually going through the experience so you can know how to teach somebody else. Show somebody else. And that's more valuable than snapping a picture and looking like you're happy when your heart is broken. You're suffering. When you're suffering on this side, you're suffering because you're suffering, but you're suffering and your hardship is temporal because you're learning. But suffering on this side, when you get done, you go right back into that cycle. And you're not learning, you're not addressing, you're not being honest. It's just a reoccurring cycle that you just keep going and you keep pretending and keep pretending and keep pretending. You're not seeing the truth. You're not doing nothing about it because you don't feel like you can. You don't have anybody to talk to. You don't have any no advice. You don't know anybody that can help you get out of it versus you who you have God that's trying to help you, advance you, grow you, mature you. So whatever comes your way, you're able to combat it because you've experienced it. You've already gotten clarity. You already got the answer. You already got the faith. You've already elevated your faith to this level. That's totally two different things. And I ask you to be careful about what you say and how you feel about your elevation, about your spiritual awakening, about where God is trying to take you. Because God will never take you someplace God will never elevate you to another place when you're not ready and when it doesn't require for you to be or to get ready. So be careful. And that's all I got to say about this. This was a long one. Bam! And there it is. All right, so hit the comments. Let a sister know that you're working with me. Emojis, let me know. Tell me your story. Hit the comments. Let me know what you gonna do. Are you gonna work on it? Are you gonna accept? Or you still just want to be like everybody else? Let me know. It's your choice. It's your free will. All right. I'm sending you love, but I need you to like, share, and subscribe. All right. So I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing. And Trinity is out.